let us know what they think of the game.
Thank you very much. And what a game there from Bangkok Titans. They survived yesterday, having to not be able to play through the game. They survived the 50-minute slugfest versus the Chiefs. And then all of a sudden, a pretty convincing game, honestly, against who we were calling the favorites, Dark Passage.
Yeah, Dark Passage. They came in. This is tournaments being fought on Turkish soil, and this is their first real blunder. And once again, you have to go back towards that champ. So, people keep letting this Kalista pick through. And even though it wasn't the bottom lane that really exploded this time, we'll talk about G4 in a second. I just feel that you have to give them so much, respect when they do pick up the Kalista, and no team's able to deal with that.
Yeah, you heard Froscrew talk about it earlier. Just such a powerful pick, enables so many good things for your team. But let's talk about what was really happening that game. In that mid lane, this pick right here, 2 games in a row, seeing Diana go absolutely off.
Yeah, and let's talk about the Diana pick a little bit, because I feel that unless you watch the LPL a lot, then you won't really know much about it. And while she's seeing a lot of play, and it's all about the summoner spells you get to take. You take the teleport. All of a sudden, with the Doran's ring, you're not pigeonholed into the flash. You're much more tanky. You're able to skill up the W, shove the wave out really aggressively, then teleport back in. And that's what we saw G4 do this game. He got ganked. They were trying to control her, but Diana's strength is she's a split pusher, and she absolutely rips apart control mages, and that is exactly what G4 did this game.
Oriana was certainly having some problems there in the mid lane for Naru. And you're right, when you take a farm fest there purely to Diana, she's going to get farm, you're going to get farm, and she's going to come out much better on the end of that trade.
Yeah, and exactly right. It's because of the options. You're able to split push, you're able to pull people around the map, but you're also able to assassinate AD carries, and that's exactly what G4 excelled at as this game progressed.
We talked about it. He's a big assassin player. Let's pull up our first replay now and take a closer look at some of G4's antics this game.
Yeah, and this is where the Bangkok Titans are a really great team. You can see Blue Buff is just gone across to Naru, but they're invading up into this area, and they're always the first team to respond because this is how they like to play League of Legends. So as we roll this one out, you see 007X is already up there with Moss. They go super aggressive, double flash. All of a sudden, the assassin flies in there, deletes Naru, and there's not much they can do on the back end. The team fight continues, but in the end, all the Dark Passage lineup can do is successfully disengage, and Bangkok Titans start getting control.
Yeah, and that was the 8th kill in that game. So 7 kills already in about 15 minutes. It was a very fast-paced game, and we've said it already. Bangkok Titans are a team that really thrive in that chaotic sort of environment when they can all collapse instantly.
Yeah, they want standard lanes, and they want to be able to fight you over and over again over little things, not huge objectives. Blue buffs, scuttle crabs, just certain areas of the fight that they like to get in your face. And, if it comes down to it, they'll even pick fights in laning.
They will, although Tower Dive, which we had G4 doing this game as well. And that's, I guess, the nice thing about the teleport as well there for the Diana. Already kind of an assassin, definitely a strong sort of pick for G4, but being able to have that same mobility and collapse, there's a reason they like Thresh, because you pull someone in with you and just get to the fights quicker.
Yeah, exactly right. We said that maybe their one weakness is their macro play. Double teleport just shores up that weakness so beautifully, especially when it's on a split pusher. So I can't really commend Bangkok Titans enough for how many adaptations they made on the fly between the Chiefs game and this Dark Passage game to this time come out on the top.
Absolutely. And again, a long game there to start their day. So looking good now, 1 apiece. And we have another replay to pull up now as well, because Bangkok Titans, they were just all over this game.
Yeah, they certainly were, but this actually started with Zeit not wanting to be aggressive. Right now, he is the AD carry that thinks he's in a little bit of a lead. You can see he's up in CS, has that Trinity Force power spike. But as we roll this one out, you see the use of Braum versus the use of Bard, because Bard doesn't get the initial stun. Braum gets the knock-up, the concussive blows. All of a sudden, Zeit not goes down, and a whiffed ultimate out of Rydal there doesn't keep them alive for long enough. The collapse once again comes out of the Bangkok Titans. G4, the money man, once again here just to delete people. And, the whole of the Dark Passage lineup looked like they just couldn't respond quick enough to what the Bangkok Titans were throwing at them.
And that's how they play. Like we've said, very chaotic, very fast-paced, and a lot of collapses. G4 did a great job roaming around this game, got massively fed in this game on Diana. You even saw just in that last little passage, Abyssal Scepter and Nasha's already done it around 18 minutes. He was ripping through people.
Yeah, exactly right. And I feel this is the second game in a row where the favorites haven't given the other team enough respect. You could see Dark Passage, they wanted to play the aggressive, in-your-face, skirmish me style, the Bangkok Titans, honestly, last IWC made their shtick, and this time, Bangkok Titans, once again, proving that they're just the best team at doing it, so why try and play that game style against them?
And, you know, for all the good G4 did, and he certainly did a lot of it, can't help credit 007X there as well. He was very on form this game around with the Gragas. Had a much more proactive game, lots of flash body slams, lots of ultimates. Died it once or twice, kind of going a little too deep, but that's his style. He just wants to get in your face and start to make plays.
Yeah, 100%. And what that does, if your jungler is in their face, it means that you isolate other parts of the map, and 007X, credit to him, was able to time and time again be in their jungler's face.
Certainly was. We have our final replay as well of the series right towards the end this time, and this was just genius.
All right, so let's set up the tone around this. What had happened is that they were trying to send the 2 globals on the Dark Passage lineup to respond to G4 because he was relentlessly split pushing. So what they do is they actually say, well, we're done playing around with Baron. You know, we don't want that objective anymore. We're going to take the fight to them. They've got 2 globals. Well, we do too. Let's get the Lulu in the lane with the assassin. So that's exactly how it starts. Teleport coming out. As we roll this one through, they go aggressive, but they prioritize the turret. All of a sudden, base broken, Dark Passage must respond, and they whiff the shockwave one more time. G4 clutches out on the Zhonyas. He gets made huge. And, you know, if we pause it right here, what's happening is the whole of the Bangkok Titans are responding, and everyone else on Dark Passage is just a little bit too far away. So as we continue to roll this one out, you can see Collapse is coming through from Bangkok. Collapse is coming through from Bangkok. G4 still brawling on the back line. And in the end, they're just way too far ahead. They're able to throw multiple Callista Spears in there, and then G4 just tears everyone apart.
Yeah, it does ridiculous damage. You can see these structures going to get taken out by the Diana passive, and then this happens.
Yeah, exactly right. The beauty of the Nash's Tooth, you don't even have to hit the Q because it just does so much damage with the 3rd auto attack. G4 dives in there with the ultimate, gets the snipe one more time. Naru's down. He hasn't had the best game, and the Bangkok Titans roll over the Dark Passage lineup.
Yeah, and the matchup there looking good for G4. His jungler was out in force, making sure it was going okay. Bottom lane had a great game. Warlock had a good game on the supportive Lulu, and it's just business as usual here for the Bangkok Titans. Again, G4 and these assassin picks. He can play the control mages, but why would you?
Yeah, and Warlock's done it again this time around. Last time, you know, we were saying the Lee Sin came out of nowhere. What the heck is going on? This time we were like, he plays Na, he plays Shen, he plays Maokai. A couple of Lulu picks here, and we're like, what the heck is going on with this top laner? He seems to be the most flexible person on their team, at least you would have to say, that is able to mix it up on the international stage and play what his team needs. Lulu's such a power pick right now, especially with a good AD carry on Warlock coming up trumps.
Yeah, I think so as well. Again, he leads this team, very experienced, has been here before, played with his team for quite a long time. And that flexibility, that unpredictability, that chaotic style, that's what defines the Bangkok Titans. So it's great to see everybody stepping up. G4 going crazy on Assassins just as much as Warlock is hanging back on a Lulu.
Yeah, so what that means is all of a sudden there's 2 styles that you really have to watch out for. That Assassin mid lane with the Lulu top just augments it so well, especially if they go towards something like a Zed. Cannot stress how many get out of jail free cards you give your mid laner in that situation. But also the fact that Lloyd and Moss can still carry, and you have this invade roam heavy style out of your jungler that I describe it best. He just wants to mess with people, 007X. He wants to get in your jungler's face. He wants to steal some scuttle crabs, be a complete nuisance. And if Bangkok Titans can rattle such a good team like Dark Passage, steal a win, once again, blue side coming up huge today, it's going to mean a very exciting IWC tournament.
Certainly will. And the Bangkok Titans, a good win there. But Dark Passage, they do have to play again right after this. So let's get a little bit more insight into how the locals have been going.